おいおい相棒、どうしたんだよぼーっとして。分かったぜ、終了任務だしな。緊張してるんだろう。わかるわかる、すげえよくわかるよ。気楽にってのは無理かもだけど、力を合わせて頑張ろうぜ相棒。なあ相棒、俺たち戦闘は初めてなんだし、基本的な動きとか練習してみようぜ。
助けて。
おい相棒、待てって、俺を追い。おいおいおいおい、なんだよあいつ、なんか気味悪い。人間だよな。でもなんだこれ。
貴様は
相棒、お前の知り合いかってそんな感じじゃないな。
殺す。
ちょっと何やってんだおい。
Emergency code due. Completed.
おいおいおい、気まぐれでもたまには任務に来てみるもんだな。面白いことになってるじゃねえか。うまそうな獲物が2匹も同時に。おいシーナ、こいつらは誰だ、どこのドイツだ、さっさと調べろ。
はい。ゲッテムハルト様、そちらの方の情報どこにもありません。
何？逃げやがったか。なかなか楽しめそうだったってのに。
次から次へと何なんだよ一体。
よ、そこのお前。
はい。
てめえじゃねえよ。黙って端っこで震えてろ。お前だお前。今のやつお前を狙ってたよな。あいつは何だ、何者だ。わからない？しらばっくれてもいいことはねえぞ。その様子だと本当に知らねえみてえだな。雰囲気はいい感じだが弱い。お前とやるのはまだ早そうだな。途端につまんなくなっちまった。帰るぞシーナ、トロトロすんな。
はい、ゲッテムハルト様。それでは 失礼いたします。
ほんと、なんだってんだよ一体。なんかどっと疲れちまった。ところで相棒、戦闘前からずっとあっちの方向を気にしてたよな。何かあるのか？人の声が聞こえた？それ助けを呼ぶ声だったら大事だよな。どうする？行ってみるか？相棒、お前に任せるよ。
Is the girl okay? What's she even doing here? Doesn't seem like ARKS. But we can hardly just leave her.
Attention ARKS. The false spawn containment zone breach has abated. Code F is hereby rescinded. Alert levels back to normal. All personnel, return to ship when it is safe to do so.
Phew. Good to hear. The false spawn just backed off. I haven't got a clue about this girl. But I'm sure someone smarter than me will. No point in lingering. Back to base, mate. Phew. Hey, mate. You left her with a medical bay, right? She's in good hands there. Anyway, what do you think they're gonna do about our certification mission? I know I brought it up, but I'm not too worried, really. I feel like it's gonna work out fine. I'm gonna relax in the lobby for a bit. Later, mate.
Hello, can you hear me? My name is Philia. I'm a medical bay nurse officer. The girl you secured on Nefarious has just woken up. The thing is, well, why don't you just come by the medical bay? Thank you for coming. So, about the girl, she's unusually taciturn. Did you tell her your name?
I heard it in my head. I'm Matoi.
There's no record of that name in our database. At the very least, we know there's no registry info for her in ARKS. Is she from another planet? Her biopatterns were a near-perfect fit for ARKS. Curious indeed. Matoi, can you tell us where you're from and what you were doing on that planet? Oh, goodness! Did I spook you? Sorry, that wasn't my intention. She seems attached to you. It's like you're imprinted on her or something. You're certain you've never met? If you're not acquainted, that makes this all the more puzzling. We can hardly just leave her, though. You've got ARKS work to do, so I can't expect you to stick around indefinitely. Would you mind leaving her in my care? If anything comes up, you'll be the first to know.
Hey, I've got this scary feeling. Be extra careful, okay? What is it? Me? Sorry. I can't remember too much. I remember regular stuff. I've got common knowledge and language down pat. But when it comes to myself, everything's all foggy. And every time I try to remember, my head just... Ow. Sorry. It's gotta be annoying not being able to get anything out of me, aside from my name, huh? Thank you. Sorry, I didn't mean to fish for reassurance. I'll try my hardest to jog my memory. It might be a while yet, but I'll make it happen, one way or another, okay?
You there! ARKS Op! Hey! Don't ignore me! I'm talking to you! I can tell you're still getting your feet wet here, rookie. Lucky for you, I know my way around, and I'm willing to give you some tips.
This person looks a lot stronger than you, Patty.
Oh, shut up! What we operatives need right now isn't boring old skill. It's knowledge and information. Am I right? Now, the first thing you need to know about being an ARKS operative is watch out for the fall spawn. They've got it out for us so bad. And they go around turning wildlife on these planets all vicious and stuff. We've got to do something about them before it's too late. Fortunately, the wildlife here on Nefarious isn't all that strong. But on other planets...
Sorry about my sister babbling on like that. Believe me, I know how it feels. Never mind her. She's just a big-headed know-it-all who's only good for spreading rumors. Although she's not wrong when she says that the fall spawn are dangerous. And they've even been showing up around here lately, so it definitely doesn't hurt to be careful. Now come on, Patty, let's go. We have our own job to do gathering information.
Hey! Wait up, Tia! I was still talking!
Don't worry about it. No one was listening to you anyway.
I have a question for you. Would you mind answering it? You're aware that reports of rampaging dragons are on the rise, I trust? Do you know anything about their whereabouts? Or if there are any particularly strong specimens? I see. Pardon my breach of etiquette. Carry on with your exploration and disregard what I just said.
Oh, a new colleague, eh? The number of ARKS operatives coming to Nefarious has been on the rise lately. Before all the fall spawn showed up, you could go for days without bumping into a single soul. You could also say the proliferation of ARKS ops is a sign of increasing danger. When things were safe, nobody came here at all. Even if peace means bad business for people like us, who make our living fighting the bad guys, it beats the alternative.
Who is it? Oh, you're with ARKS! Don't scare me like that. I'm a sharpshooter, you know. Sneaking up behind is pretty much asking for a bullet between the eyes. Now then, I haven't had my fill of shooting yet, so I'm going back out. Light him up, Risa.
Hello.
There certainly are more and more ARKS operatives coming to Nefarious these days. At least that has been the case ever since all these fall spawns started to appear. Actually, I am a little worried about the way things are going. As the saying goes, where there is ARKS, there is danger. I am an ARKS operative myself, but I would prefer to avoid working as one as much as possible. Because having no work would mean we are finally at peace. You say there is someone else who feels the same? Good to know it is not just me.
First, I must express my gratitude to you. You identified the best divergence of potentiality and forged a path to novel circumstances. At present, I have not yet fully studied the words required to gain your consent. Therefore, I must apologize that I continue to fall short of earning your trust. And I apologize for relying on you despite this. A new divergence matrix has been born. This signifies that it is possible to intervene in new potentialities. My regret endures. I pray that you will be the one to absolve me of it.
Oh man, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Hey, you there! Yeah, you! You're an ARKS Op, right? You must be the one who accepted my request. Oh, where are my manners? My name's Wright. I'm Professor Aki's assistant. Where's Professor Aki now? Well, that's exactly why I asked you here. See, lately she's been kind of obsessed with the Draconians on Amduskia. Now it looks like she's let her ARKS Op certification go to her head and gone off to investigate them on her own. I'm worried sick about her. There's any number of things that could go wrong. So, getting back to my request, can I ask you to go find her for me? I'll make sure you're paid, though I may have to dip into her grant funds to do so. Anyway, whenever you have some time on your hands is fine. Though, personally, the sooner you can find her, the sooner I can sleep easy again.
What are you supposed to be? If you're not a Draconian, I have no use for you. What's that? Is my name Aki? Interesting. Do you always go around asking people to identify themselves like this? At any rate, yes, my name is Aki. Now, who are you? I have no recollection of you, and my memory is never wrong. No, wait. Don't tell me. You're here because Wright asked you to come find me, aren't you? I can't think of any other reason why you'd come here looking for me. I bet he was bawling his head off about how I haven't come back yet, wasn't he? Oh, I keep telling him that nothing's going to go wrong. But all right, now that you've found me, I guess I can oblige him and head back. Oh, right. If you don't mind, could I ask your name? So that's your name. Interesting. You might be a far more fascinating specimen than the Draconians. Oh, don't mind me. Just thinking out loud. I'll remember your name. See you around.
Hey you! It's me, Patty!
Hi, I'm Tia.
Today, we've got a crazy huge scoop. You won't want to miss this one. It's about our enemies, the Fallspawn. Fallspawn are labeled a bunch of things, like dangerous, terrifying, fearsome, and all that jazz. But what's that even mean? And so, for the first time... No, wait, maybe the second? Nah, whatever. Introducing the horror of Fallspawn! Okay, take it away, Professor Tia.
What? I have to tell them? Ugh. We're talking about Fallspawn, right? The most horrible thing about Fallspawn isn't their raw strength, but their ability to corrupt. To put it simply, it's like a disease. If someone's corrupted by the fall spawn factor, they'll slowly lose their mind, and finally...
they become a fall spawn themselves, and that's no joke!
Once someone's corrupted by fall spawn, they become more violent, especially toward ARKS members. And once the corruption's taken hold, there's practically no way to reverse it. Any attempts will only make it spread further. So if there are any signs of corruption, it's best to take them out as quickly as possible.
That's a lot harsher than I expected. Oh, don't worry. We ARKS members are protected by our photons, so we won't be corrupted. As of now, there's no record of any ARKS members being corrupted. Probably, I think.
You could compare our battle with the fall spawn to a fight with an uncurable, ever-spreading illness. To continue with that metaphor, I guess that would make ARKS like an alliance of doctors.
I feel all weird now after hearing that stuff. Have I been corrupted?
Impossible. Idiots can't be corrupted. Everyone knows that.
What a relief. Wait. Hold on. You didn't just call me an idiot, did you?
Hello there! How are you? I'm feeling fine and dandy after wrapping up a job, and I just had to tell someone. I gotta say, guns are the bee's knees. They're easy on my hands, and there's nothing more graceful than death by gunshot. The way they crumple, I'm getting goosebumps. You? It's this feeling of total domination. Just talking about it is getting me in the mood again. On that note, I'm out. Adieu! Adieu!
Who? You. How did you notice me? It's none of your business, though I never thought I'd be so easily discovered. Who are you?
Hey, I got a good look at your fight. I could hardly bear to watch. You're just as much of a greenhorn as I expected, since you hang out with Xeno. And that's not all. You're seriously lacking in guts. The guts to smash your opponent's faces in, that is. You're soft. That's why nothing's frightened of you, and your fights drag on. Without the guts to kill anything that gets in your way, you're dead weight on the battlefield. Fools like you always make hopeless mistakes when it comes down to the wire. If only you had more guts, you'd be a much more worthy opponent.
I'm certain he was trying to give you advice. Master Gedemholt hardly ever concerns himself with others. I'm a little jealous.
Cena! What are you blabbering about? Get your ass over here!
I shouldn't have said that. Please forget it. Excuse me.